everybody! Welcome back to another stream this week. Today we'll be continuing the Great Ace Attorney Chronicles! Last we left off, we have found out our boy, Tobias GREGSON was murdered in cold blood. So... now we gotta investigate and find out who did him in. But, while we're getting started here, hope everyone's having a good night. Hello, Quim. Hope you guys have been having a good day, night, whatever time of day it is. As for the rest of the week here, so we'll be skipping Thursday, and on Friday we'll be playing Repo with the mods, which I'm excited for. Hopefully there will be fun. And then after that, Saturday will just be a chill art stream, and then next week I'm expecting only 1 or 2 streams. I am hungry, your stream! No! Don't eat my stream, no! I've worked hard to be able to stream! But, continuing on here, next week we'll likely have only 1 or 2 streams. One of those will of course be IDB, so I don't, but I'm not entirely sure what else I'll be streaming next week, so we'll see. And then the week after that, I'll be taking a week break, because I'm starting employment! I have a job! So I just want to take the week off, see how work's gonna be like, what the workload's gonna be, and how tired I'm gonna be when I get back from work. So, and then after that week, we'll decide from there. But yeah, nothing else to it. Let's get started here. Where's my Spotify? There it is. Bum, 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 bum. All right. Hang on, I need to type something to myself really quickly related to work that I need to check before I forget. Okay. Everything should be good. Controller's plugged in, let's get started here. Alright, Twisted Karma and his— oh, this is episode 4! Never mind, not case 5. A little bit misleading. Whoopsie, this is case 4. I thought this was 5. Evidently I can't count. Oh right, we're moving to the area here. Whoops. Fresno Street Room. So, again, I will also be expecting this to be roughly an hour, 30-minute stream, because obviously my throat cannot take that much. But, hey, 1st November, room on Fresno Street. Oh, that's where he was. That's where he was done in. Oh, my mouse cursor was on the screen. I bet that was annoying. This is an out-of-the-way... this really is an out-of-the-way part of London. I doubt many people find their way down this back street. So this dust-ridden rented old room is where it happened then. Oh, Susato. So this is where poor Inspector Gregson lost his life. Yes, and the police are already hard at work investigating, it seems. He's got a corkboard! What is he up to? I don't see Mr. Sholmes anywhere, though. Perhaps investigations have taken him elsewhere. Oh, boy, what do you think you're doing there? Every one of them drawers gotta be taken right out so you can look underneath them all. Oh, Gina! She's gotta step up! I want the space above the ceiling checked, and don't forget to look inside the chimney stack, too! Blimey, ain't you lot ever gone over a house looking for dough when the owners are out of town? I love Gina! I'll definitely passing out before then. My eyes are already getting heavy. Oh, good luck! Gina's obviously got some unique investigative techniques she wants everyone to adopt. Oh, look at her! I love her! Oh, so you've turned up at last! Mind you, I ain't been here long myself. Hello again, Gina. Sholmes has only just left. You're lucky you missed that. It went prancing around in the air, pointing at stuff and flicking at is, and then just scarpered. Oh, he's finished investigating already, you mean? Yeah, he didn't stop to say nothing to no one, not even me. Gina, would you mind if we investigated too? Listen, Odo. So cute, green clothing always looks so green. Yeah, especially on her! I love Gina! She's gotten so much character development from when we first met her. You're a lawyer, right? Yes. Why? Well, you're not thinking of trying to help that Reaper bloke, are ya? Well, I mean, we're gonna have to. Oh, poor Gina. She's never going to forget, is she? That trial will haunt her forever. Gina, if you don't mind me saying, if Lord Van Zieks really is responsible for this crime, he will be duly and fairly judged in court. I suppose you're right, yeah. Go on then, Odo! Get investigating! I want to know the truth about what really happened here. Look at her! She's grown into her own. I'm so glad she kept the cap. I wasn't sure what she was gonna look like post time skip, although the time skip was more like 6 months. But she looks so cute in her professional attire. Oh, I guess she'd be the chief now, wouldn't she? Because she was under GREGSON's wing. Inspector GREGSON. Gina, what was Inspector GREGSON doing here in the first place? That's what I want to know. It's what, half a year since I got out of the clink. That's when I decided to give up me diving and become a detective instead. Oh yes, Mr. Sholmes twisted the inspector's arm to agree to take you on as an apprentice, didn't he? Something like that, I think. Anyway, the point is, I didn't really know much about the boss till then. But it turns out, he's a bit of a legend at the yard. Whoa! Well, yeah, cause Sholmes got him in writing. Goodness, really? He said he managed to solve some really tricky case. Just like that. He did. Yep. And ever since then, he started going on all sorts of investigations, but always on his own. No one else at the yard even knows what half of the cases he's working on are, apparently. That's not how it's supposed to work, is it? So what was the legendary inspector doing in a dingy little room like this? Investigating something on his own, apparently. I know he had a lot of respect for the Reaper and all. And look at where that landed him. Respect for the Reaper? In what way? I heard him say as much. I take my hat off to the fella. That were his words. Not how the general public feels, is it? Most people are terrified of the Reaper. Yeah, the boss said that's exactly why he respected the bloke. I have to assume it's like an Edgeworth scenario, no, you know? Edgeworth looks like he'd be a direct descendant of this guy, so I have to assume they're pretty similar. I didn't realize GREGSON held the Reaper in quite such high regard. He said something else to me and all. That I didn't need to worry about the Reaper, because he only goes after people who are bad. It did kind of set my mind at ease when he said that. Well, yeah, because she wasn't bad. Right. The crime scene. What's this place then? Does anyone live here? Apparently, it's been written by some cove called Hugh Bone. Oh, is that his undercover name? Hugh Bone? It's a sort of here today, gone tomorrow name, that, isn't it? That makes sense. We already see the descendants of other people in this game, like Pain. Yeah, Pain is so blatantly obvious. He looks exactly the same. Exactly the same, except he had just a little bit more hair. It's a sort of here today, gone tomorrow name, that, isn't it? And also, obviously, Renosuke, too. Yeah, he's what we call an unidentified person. We haven't been able to get in touch with him. I see. Well, judging from appearances, I'd have to say this place hasn't been lived in for a long time. If ever. Yeah, I have to assume that was his undercover name. Right? All the lads from the yard piled down to get stuck into the investigation. But there's so little here, no one knew what to do with themselves. I do wonder. Yes, Mrs. Otto? Well, could it be that this Hugh Bone is in fact Inspector Gregson himself? Well, yeah, that's what I was thinking too. What? How could that be? Well, he was investigating. I have to assume he had a fake name. Well, if he was investigating on his own, it's quite possible that this was in fact some kind of secret office of his. I never even considered that. Nice work, Suze! We're actually following a line of inquiry like that ourselves! You are? Inosuke, I need you to just power on your brain for just a couple of minutes here. If you look around the room, you'll see there's a few things that hint at it. We should really investigate this place in detail. Well, yeah, we should, but I'm busy talking to people. The incident. I see that's where the poor inspector was found. Over there. Yeah, that's right. I said, it was a single bullet what did him in. Apparently the bullet went right through him and struck that candle tree on the wall. Oh yes, it's blown one of the candles apart completely. Has it now? Is that really what that is? And the gun used is right there on the floor. It's the Reaper, isn't it? No denying that. What? Really? How do you know that? Take it easy! Well, yeah, you're the only actual detective on scene now. You gotta get used to this, Gina. I don't know what to do with myself when you stare at me with them big wide eyes. I'm only saying what I've heard. I don't know much about guns myself. But there's some bigwig lawman or whatever who said so. Why don't you ask him? A bigwig lawman, is it? Anyway, Fresno Street runs along under that window there. There were some street sellers just outside who heard the gunshot. Oh, but I don't recall seeing anybody outside. Yeah, they've all been taken down the yard for questioning, that's why. We're talking about the yard's legendary inspector here, after all. They'll be getting a grillin'. Do you think we might be able to speak with those street sellers ourselves? I doubt it. The lads at the yard will just want to know what you're snooping for, and you'll be up for a grillin' and all. So they can't interview the witnesses then. Shame. I would think... Actually, I don't know how the judicial system works properly. I don't know how... I just know lawyers do their thing. And then there's a take that! Objection! Not quite, but something to that effect. Except a lot less dramatic. Let's see. I guess nothing else to do except take a look at the place. Yeah, what you got here, Gregson? What are you searching for? This looks like some sort of notice board or something. And it's absolutely covered in scraps of paper. Ah! Mr. Naruhodo, look! This, you mean? It's an autopsy report, isn't it? And these are case notes here. And details of prison inmates. Oh, he was doing his own little... He had his own little, like, cove here. Yes. In fact, they're all the sorts of documents that only a detective could normally acquire. What on earth went on in this room? Some old newspaper cuttings? Ah, and this one here! Oh yes, the advertisement you mean. To the Red-Headed League. But why? What's that doing there? Oh, he was investigating them, huh? Whoever's occupied this room was clearly interested in it for some reason. That's it. Can we talk to the guys? Excuse me. Oh, Inspector... Oh, sir! Poor man. He can't possibly be able to focus on investigating when he's so upset. Oh, they all like the guy. Who's this lady? Oh, it's a photograph stand. I suppose it must be a picture of one of Inspector Gregson's family members. Ah! Who? What's the matter? Your eyes look like they're about to pop out of your head. They are! Look! Mr. Naruhodo, quickly! Who is this? Who am I looking at? Oh! That's the wife from last time. We were trying to look for her husband, and like her husband disappeared because he no longer worked at the cemetery. Of course she's familiar. We met her only this morning. Ah, it's Miss Vigil. Yeah. This makes no sense. Why would there be a picture of Miss Vigil in here? Oh, he was probably searching for the missing dude, wasn't he? To be frank, I don't think I've ever been more stumped. I'm sorry to say, I have no idea either. Yeah, what were you up to here, buddy? A photographic print of a smiling Mrs. Vigil in her younger years. It was found on a desk at the scene of the crime. Well, we can't investigate these drawers. What about the chimney? An empty fireplace makes the room feel even colder than it would be otherwise, doesn't it? Oh, excuse me. It's thick with dust. Look. I think it would be fair to say it hasn't been used in a very long time. In other words, whoever lived in this room must have been extremely hardy in cold winter. Or nobody lived here at all and merely visited when the occasion arose. I think Suzato's got a better picture. I wouldn't like to say which is more likely. No, that's right. It's one or the other. What are these? Okay, I guess we can't look. Let's move over here. There's a whole lot of guys around here. Excuse me. Sorry, sir. Can't see a thing, sir. Too many tears, sir. Oh, poor dude. Right, perhaps I'd better leave you to your work then. Oh, that's where they did him in. So I suppose this is where the victim... That's right. The rope is laid around the body to show exactly how it was found. Oh, that's... Oh, I was wondering, because I was like, that doesn't look like a chalk drawing at all. Poor Inspector Gregson himself has already been taken away. It would probably be under Dr. Sith's scalpel by now, if not for what happened last week. From the shape of the rope, it would appear that the inspector was curled up in a ball. Curled up in a ball? Are you feeling alright, Mr. Naruhodo? You look like you've just seen a ghost. I know it's just a rope, but... Well, it conjures up quite a terrifying image, that's all. Especially with that bloodstain next to it. Yeah, one bullet straight to whatever lethal area it was. Oh, I do understand. In some ways, what we picture in our minds can be even worse than reality. Susato-san is so strong, though. She's taking this far better than I am. Alright, what about this? He was thinking of infiltrating the Red-Headed League, it would appear. Ever since we came in here, I can't take my eyes off of this thing. Oh! Funnily enough, neither can I! It's a hairpiece, isn't it? It is! It is! A bright red hairpiece! To blend in with a certain crowd, I would assume. And I suppose the fact that it's right there next to where the body was found means we have to accept that Inspector Gregson wore wigs, doesn't it? No! I have to assume he was trying to figure out what the Red-Headed League was, guys! And in such a flame-colored red, too! Yes, that's a color we've come across very recently elsewhere, isn't it? The Red-Headed League! Exactly! This is a vital clue, I'm sure of it! The red hairpiece has been entered into the court record. Presumably it belonged to Inspector Gregson. Alright, what about the gun? This is presumably the murder weapon, then. Oh my! It is real, I suppose? Oh, yeah, it's right in front of us! I think so. Guns are so rare in Japan. I really know very little about them. There's no way to know for sure, Mr. Naruhodo. Fire a shot! No, don't! No! If I did that, I'd be looking for a skilled lawyer to represent me in court. Slightly safer to just ask someone who I might know, I think. Killer's revolver has been entered into the court record. Oh, I should probably be looking at these while they get entered. Let's see. Red-Headed League article. Yeah. Mr. Vigil, letter of introduction. Printed on the back of a cruise ship. Dismissal note. We've looked at this. This framed picture. It's a flat image. It's your head hairpiece. I don't think there's anything unusual about it. I've always wondered what the underside of a hairpiece looks like. That doesn't surprise me at all, Mr. Naruhodo. You always want to see what lies beneath, don't you? I'm not sure that's quite how I put it. Buddy. You must have to use a lot of bird lime to keep it in place on your head, so it doesn't get blown off in a gust of wind, I mean. That might be a little inconvenient when you want to take it off again, don't you think? Okay, that's all on this. Okay, and then the revolver. There's this thingamadoodle on the end. I suppose this must have been the murder weapon. Oh my! It's real, I suppose. I think so, because they're so rare in Japan. A little about them. Perhaps someone more familiar with firearms could shed a light on things here. Okay, so we have to... Oh, okay, so we have to bring this to someone and then be like, hey you! Look at this! What about this? What's this doing here? Oh, what's this? Should appear to be a little model policeman. It's rather charming, isn't it? In a way. Seeing as it's on the floor here, do you think it belonged to Inspector Gregson? It's a little hard to imagine Lord Van Zieks playing with something like this. It's only about 8 centimeters tall. It would have fallen out of someone's pocket, I suppose. I think we should record it as evidence, just in case. Oh, yes, we should! Yes, I agree. It is rather delightful, after all, in a way. The policeman figurine has been added into the court record! Okay, let's check that out right now. Okay, it is a 3D model. It doesn't appear to have anything significant other than, like, the wear and tear here. The helmet of this charming policeman appears to be a little worse for wear. I'm not convinced about the charming part, but yes, you're right. The head part looks like it's been fairly heavily manhandled. Almost as if somebody has enjoyed twisting it around and around for fun. Shall we try twisting it around and around too? For fun. Oh! Ah! What's that? It appears to be some sort of key. But it's tiny though. It couldn't be a key for a door, not that size. Oh! So what is it for, I wonder? It's a key! Key-like shaft to pop out from the base. Oh! So what is it for? This looks like some sort of key. Yes, it does. A very tiny and simple key. What's a little key doing inside a figurine of a policeman in the first place? Well, Gregson used it for something, I have to assume. And what's it for? Okay. That's everything on this guy, I think. Okay, what about you? What you doing, buddy? Excuse me. If you're looking down on us from the great beyond, Inspector, don't worry. We'll look after things at the yard. I've interrupted some deep thoughts there. Yeah, you sure have. Look at this. Let's look at this window. It's been all boarded up. Somebody's been very haphazardly nailed those boards over the broken glass, haven't they? You couldn't really call it a window anymore. Well, if you remember the window in Mr. Natsume's room, that was totally blocked up with bricks. This one at least still has... Oh, what? I was trying to read. This one does at least still let some light in, so you could say nothing more about it. I'm starting to feel even more sorry for Mr. Natsume now. Alright, what's up with the candle? The top of one of the candles in this candle holder has been completely blown off. Yes, there's wax splattered on the wall behind, look! Oh, is that wax? I suppose if a bullet had hit it. It does seem very likely that the bullet hit the candle, having first passed through the inspector's body. Ugh. Now that wax on the wall looks like blood to me. Oh, the candle Candelabrum? Candelabrum? I've never seen that word before! Has been entered into the court record. Is there's still more? What am I missing? Let's take a look at the candlestick then, I guess. Okay. Ah! There are some black marks here. Look! Yes, they look like some sort of scorch marks. So perhaps the bullet struck the candle here, do you think? Oh, okay, never mind. So it's only this one candle that's been cracked in half, it seems. Yes, I think you might be right. Firearms are rarely used by criminals in Japan, so I'm afraid I'm not particularly knowledgeable about them. Okay, so we have to find a person with knowledge about firearms. I don't think Gina would know, right? But we're not done here is the thing. Oh, I guess we could go to the prison. Have we gone here yet? Oh, there he is! We haven't gone to the prison! 1st November, local prison. Cell 1. Oh, he's reading. Here he is. Lord Van Zeek's behind bars. So it's true. He really was arrested. He's sitting with his back to the wall, reading something. I don't think he's noticed us. Lord Van Zeek's. Oh, the slow turn! That was intimidating! Fancy meeting you here. The last place on Earth I'd like to be, but the last person on Earth I'd like to see. I couldn't very well not come. We heard what happened. That Inspector Gregson was. Oh. Go home. This has nothing to do with you. Well, we've been investigating in your place, buddy. But forgive me, Lord Van Zeeks, but I must disagree. Inspector Gregson was very helpful to us on a number of occasions. We're indebted to him. At the very least, we owe it to him to find out the truth about his death. You must help us with our investigations, please. There's really nothing I can tell you. What were you just reading on the back of the cell there? Was it something related to the case? This? The Yard isn't quite so cavalier with its information as to share case details with the suspect. This is a letter from an old acquaintance. Oh! Oh! Who might that be? Someone you know, as it happens. Albert Harebrain. Oh, he sent back a letter! Of course, yes. I keep forgetting they went to the same university. Oh, they're still friends. That's good. And I would like to read my correspondence in peace. So let's get this over with, shall we? What is it you want to know? Strange. I mean, let's face it, Lord Van Zeeks never minces his words. But they seem to have less bite than usual somehow. Well, yeah, man just got tossed into jail. What do you want from him? Oh, I feel like you would know about the evidence, wouldn't you? But let's talk to you first. What happened? Can you at least tell us your side of the story, Lord Van Zeeks? What happened? How much do you already know? We know that the inspector was shot dead in a small rented room on Fresno Street, and that you were found there by the police when they arrived on the scene and immediately arrested. We were told that there was nobody else in the room, and that some witnesses heard the gunshot. Then you're well informed. And there's really nothing I can add. The truth is, I don't know what happened myself. Uh-oh! Oh, it's just like the original trilogy all over again. But the gunshot! Obviously you didn't fire the gun, did you? I'm not in the habit of shooting the people I work alongside. I also heard the noise, however. Before I had a chance to investigate, I was apprehended by the arriving officers. So he doesn't actually know what happened. If I might ask, what were you doing in that place to begin with? I don't need to answer that. You do, buddy! We're trying to clear you! After all, you're not representing me. Is he going to need a— He is going to need a lawyer, though. Your defense. Who's going to be representing you in court, Lord Van Zieks? Anyone other than you, I shouldn't imagine. Not if we fight for you! Ha. Would I be right in assuming that you have no representation as of yet? Defense lawyers shy away from any trial involving the Reaper, as I'm sure you know. But this is different. In my career, of all the defendants I've prosecuted, only 19 have ever been acquitted. Of them, 16 subsequently died in mysterious circumstances. Questions will be asked now. I think he just has nothing to do with this, and someone behind the scenes is kind of making it so that he has this unquestionable authority over the courtroom to instill fear into people. I think he's just trying to do his job, and someone else is going around murdering people that are rightfully innocent. Surely not. I assure you, no defense lawyer will want to touch me with the end of a barge pole. You didn't actually have anything to do with those people's deaths, do you? Oh. It's been 10 years now that I've been known as the Reaper of the Bailey. Believe me, nobody wants to know the true identity of this killer more than I. However, it seems things may come to a head before I have the chance to uncover the truth about that. What does he mean by that? Oh, what does he mean? Harebrain's letter. What you got? After the trial, Professor Harebrain was supposed to go straight back to Germany, I thought. It's a letter to inform me of his safe arrival at home. I arranged his passage by sea and rail. It's a relief, I must say. He should now be beyond the reaches of the Reaper. Well, you wanted to protect him. Because the Reaper does not follow people abroad, you mean? Yes, so it seems. Your strict little Nipponese friend, for example. You told me he was keeping well in Japan when I inquired the other day. Yes, that's right. He's an author now, happily working in Tokyo. So Professor Harebrain is safely back in Germany now. He is. Yeah, he wanted to keep his friend safe. So, it appears our conversation has run dry. No, it hasn't! I have stuff to show you! There was a 2-second silence, that's all. Well, in any event, if you'll excuse me now, I would like to detain you. Oh, I wouldn't like to detain you. I was wondering, Lord Van Zieks, if you'd like... I'd be happy to advocate for you. Oh, he's surprised! Well, yeah, I'd be too. You trust me, do you? Yes. I've heard you speak many times in court. I've seen how you treat people. So I'm quite sure that you would never have taken another's life. It's just, my feelings can't be used as evidence in a court of law, sadly. Come on, Van Zieks. It's a very gracious offer. However, I trust no one. Yeah, that's about what I expected. What? Not the police, not the judiciary, and not you Nipponese. But, please. I have no intention of engaging your services. The chasm between us is just too wide and too deep, it seems. Buddy! Buddy, you gotta let us through! I'd appreciate it if you don't visit again. Then neither of us will waste any more time. Man! Perhaps we need to dig a little deeper and find out more about Lord Van Zieks and what happened to Inspector GREGSON. Okay, that's key for we need to find out more. Oh, would this guy know about guns? Do I have to talk to him? Do I have to go to the prison governor's office? Oh, there's no one here to converse with. Okay. No, I do not go here, in fact. Gina's still here. Do I present this to you and ask you, hey, what does this mean? Whoops. Gina, what do you think of this? What is that? Evidence? Work something out about what happened, have ya? Oh, no, not exactly. I haven't been long enough in the job to get all this deductions business yet, but I swear I'm gonna get the person who did this to the boss. Okay, so not you. Sorry, Gina. We'll be going now. Do we go to the Lord Chief Justice's office? Ah, it would appear so. British Supreme Court. London Lord Chief Justice's office. Whoops! You've made good time. I took an express train back to London. Who are you talking about? I can hear Lord Strongheart. Can you? Yes, it sounds as though he's talking to someone. Oh, Kazuma! Is everything in place? I had a private compartment on the train so I could check all the paperwork. It's... Kazuma-sama! Kazuma! Ah, your timing is impeccable! It is? No doubt you have heard the sickening news about the Reaper's latest devilry. Yes. I'm sure you don't believe it, of course, though, Lord Strongheart. How Lord Van Zieks could have done such a thing to Inspector Gregson. I believe only in the facts. And the facts in this case point to one thing. The unavoidable accusal of Lord Van Zieks for this crime. We must bring charges against the Reaper for taking the life of our legendary detective. Oh no, surely not! Will you let us defend him? Will you help us convince Mr. the Reaper? It's a truly regrettable situation. Tomorrow, the Forensic Science Symposium finally begins. At the very least, though, we can show the world our justice system's swift and equitable processes. Does that mean the trial is tomorrow? Precisely. In fact, this is a fine opportunity for introductions. Hello, Kazuma! Kazuma! Ah, but of course! You're already acquainted, aren't you? Mr. Asogi here will be present at tomorrow's proceedings. Leading the prosecution. Well, yeah, he was taken under Van Zieks' wing for a while, wasn't he? Wait, what? Kazuma? Yeah, he was supposed to be a defense attorney! As I'm sure you're aware, he's a very capable practitioner of law. Kazuma-sama? A prosecutor? Yeah, he's standing awkwardly behind there. Tomorrow's trial? I'm sure you can imagine that tomorrow's trial will be closely followed all over London. In fact, no, people all over the Empire will be watching closely to see how it unfolds. There's no salvation for anyone in a trial prosecuted by the Reaper of the Bailey. And now, the Reaper himself must stand in the dock. Quite so. The public wants answers about the Reaper. Answers about how and why those who escaped conviction subsequently died mysterious deaths. But Lord Van Zieks firmly denies any involvement in such matters. And there have been thorough investigations that have proven him to be innocent. That's certainly true. Or it has been, at least. Until now. Huh! Oh, they find something? No, tomorrow's trial will mark the start of a new chapter in our country's great judicial history. Okay, Prosecutor Asogi. Yeah, what's up with you, Kazuma? So, Kazuma will be prosecuting tomorrow? That's right. But he's a defense lawyer, Lord Strongheart. Accomplished young law practitioners cannot pick and choose their roles. And imagine what it will mean for the prosecution to know their strategies completely employed by the defense. Oh, commonly employed by the defense. A devastating combination, wouldn't you agree? Absolutely. I've no doubt at all Kazuma will be a razor sharp as a prosecutor. But why Kazuma-sama? Yeah, why? Why him? There are surely many other highly skilled prosecutors in Great Britain. Because he studied under Van Zieks, I have to assume. It was a personal request. I asked to be assigned to the trial. You asked for this? But why? It'll all become clear tomorrow. I'm guessing you intend to stand for the defense, don't you? Yeah, I do. Although, the Reaper appears to be turning down all offers of representation. I'm surprised such a personal request would have been upheld. It seems unprecedented. Quite exceptional, in fact. You are quite right, Miss Mikotoba. Tomorrow's trial will be unprecedented and exceptional in every way. Yeah. After all, the accused is one of Britain's greatest prosecutors, the pride of the Empire. It would be unwise to give the public a reason to perceive it as the judiciary closing ranks. So that's why you're happy to let a foreigner handle the prosecution? Yunosuke, let's see how your skills have been honed after practicing law in this land for so many months. Kazuma, I don't understand why you're being so hostile to me now. This isn't going to end well, my friend. Yeah, it's not. He's standing there so ominously. Killer's gun. Oh, yes, we noticed that there was a gun at the scene of the Inspector GREGSON's death. Do you know if it belongs to Lord Van Zieks? That would be a question for the lead detective investigating the scene. Well, the thing is, she wasn't sure, so she told me I should ask somebody higher up who might know. That's right, Mr. Naruhodo. Be direct! It's certainly a model that's issued to all personnel involved in law enforcement, yes. Which includes prosecutors, as I'm sure you can imagine. In that case, it could actually have belonged to the victim. No, GREGSON had his gun on his person. What about Lord Van Zieks? He claims it's currently not in his possession. Uh-oh! What? According to his story, he lost it. In short, it's more than a little suspicious. But just because the gun in question is the same type as the defendant's is no proof that it's actually his. No, of course not. Nevertheless, the situation is grave for Lord Van Zieks. Yeah, it sure is. Oh, I can talk to Kazuma himself here. He's not standing here ominously for no reason. I'm sorry for all the worry I've caused you, but it'll be alright now. Has your memory completely returned? Yes, completely. I remember everything. Oh, his not now, his theme! Kiryu Kazuma? No, this is a different Kazuma, unfortunately. I almost said Kiryu. No, this is Kazuma from hit game Ace Attorney. Not quite Kiryu Kazuma from hit game Yakuza. Man, I love this theme. Including what I was coming here to do. Oh, what was he supposed to do? Right. Kazuma-sama, I can't tell you how happy I am to see you alive and well like this. Yeah, he's been dead for like 2 games. And it turns out he just got knocked unconscious. But how did you come to be here in London when you were suffering from amnesia? Yeah, how did you do that? It was the voice? The voices inside your head compelling you to go to London. This past year, I've been hearing it in my head constantly, saying the same thing over and over. Go to London. That's where your destiny awaits. Oh, he was quite literally guided by the voices. It was that voice that guided me here to London. How did you get here, though? I'm so sorry for what's happened. Anyway, my memory might have returned to me, but there's something that won't return to the way it was before. Huh? What do you mean? Oh, I'm getting a phone call! I'm back. No, it has to be Kiryu. Well, if you squint really hard, it might be Kiryu. 死にてやつだけ I don't know what that kanji is. 買ってこい. Gake? Gake? Oh, it's kakate koi. Oh, okay, I understand. Oh, I'm stupid. Never mind. There, yeah, I understand now. I'm a prosecutor now, so I'm sure our paths will cross again very soon. Yeah, buddy. It doesn't look like we're going to glean much more here. Well, thank you very much, Lord Strongheart. Remember, tomorrow's trial will go down in our empire's history. There's much you could learn from the public gallery. Oh, he's not expecting me to defend. Oh, he's not trying to help us defend Lord Van Zeeks. Sorry to have taken up so much of your time. We'll see ourselves out.
Hold it!
Oh! Oh, Kazuma! Oh, there's the original version of it. This song is definitely one of my favorites. Before you go, Ryunosuke. Oh, what is it, Kazuma? I just wanted to thank you. Kazuma-sama? What? You took my determination to heart and brought it with you over the ocean in my stead. And you carried out my role to perfection. And we're gonna keep carrying it, goddammit! I love how it's less than 20 degrees Celsius here and I'm dying of heat. That's just how summer is! I too have a fan running in my room just constantly. And I am still sweating. It is hot. I don't get the people surviving in 40 degrees Celsius. That is quite hot, if I recall. Sorry, I just gotta close the window real quick because it is getting dark. I would like to be safe in my own home. Yeah, that's if the top of yeah, where's my controller? Okay. Yeah, where I live, it's either like the seasons are extreme where I live. It's either freezing cold. It's either freezing cold or scorching hot, and there really is no in between except for like in spring or fall. But we do get seasons, and the snow is pretty, even if it's heavily unsafe to drive in. You were always intent on studying British law in order to change our own justice system. It was your dream, and Mr. Naruhodo didn't want that to die with you. Yes, but I had another purpose for coming here. Oh! I want my negative 30 degrees back. Oh, excuse me. Yeah, I want my chill sweater weather back instead of scorching hot t-shirt only, no pockets. In actuality, I still wear jackets in this weather because I refuse to be out and about without any pockets on my sides. Because unfortunately, clothing for people of my sex and gender famously do not come with pockets. And I have lots of things I would like to keep in my pockets. So, I am a jacket enjoyer. What are they called? Sweat jackets? I don't recall what they're called. Sweat, like the thin ones. Sweat jackets? Are they actually just called sweat jackets? No clue. Anyway, I mean, it's pretty bad for me considering I go outside in a t-shirt even when it's snowing. Oh, I can't do that. I see people, like, in shorts by the time winter's coming around. Meanwhile, I have to wear, like, 5 different layers. And it's like, I don't know how people do that. That's a genetics thing. I'm like a lizard. I want to bask in the sun. Actually, I have a favor to ask. Which is? This trial I'll be prosecuting tomorrow. I'd like you to be there to see how it ends. Right in front of me. As the defense counsel. Oh, thank you, Kazuma. You need to condition yourself. Yeah, I have to assume so. Like it's half genetics and half training your body to withstand such a thing. Why? What's this all about? I know you have what it takes. But Lord Van Zieks would never put his fate in my hands. On the contrary, he recognizes your talent. He sure does, I hope! We've gone up against him in like 5 different cases already. He does? It's not easy to see behind the facade sometimes. Here, have a look at this. Oh. Oh! Oh, so that's his brother, that's GREGSON, and that's him in the middle. That's Lord Van Zieks and Inspector GREGSON! And a photograph that must have been taken some time ago by the looks of it. And who's that third person? That's his brother! It was displayed very prominently in the detective's office. In GREGSON's office, you mean? Yes. What I'm trying to say is, if you really think you can trust the Reaper, you might find that some straight-talking makes him take a different view. Take it. Oh, GREGSON's photograph has been entered into the court record. Alright, we gotta shove this into his face then. I don't understand. Why are you giving me this? Just hurry, Ryunosuke! Visiting hours at the prison are almost over. What are you doing, Kazuma? He wants you to face him head on! This is ominous! The council will decide your fate! I remember that one time when I was a kid, it was negative 30 degrees. I was at kindergarten and felt really ill, and everything was snowed in beyond belief. My mom had to somehow drag me home from there. Good times. Yeah, that sounds like you had fun. Well, besides the falling really ill fun. We gotta dash over to the prison. Hello, Mr. Reaper. Take a look at this photo of your dead brother and your dead mentor, question mark. Lord Van Zieks is still reading that letter. We've been gone quite some time, though. Either he's an incredibly slow reader, or it's an incredibly long letter. I might even be able to read English faster than he can. It's probably just harebrained, like yapping off to him. Oh, I was intending to ignore you entirely. But I can't turn a deaf ear to such an insulting Nipponese. Wow, you can't just say that! Oh, sorry, I didn't think you'd hear that. I had the case notes brought to me in secret. I was reading them to pass the time. Oh, who gave them to you? Yes, we heard that your trial is set for tomorrow. Which is none of your business. Oh, it sure is, buddy! So, have you found a lawyer? How many times must I reiterate the same thing? This has nothing to do with you. Well, it is now! In other words, no. You were just talking to Lord Strongheart, and the prosecutor for your trial has been decided. I'd expect nothing less. Though I have no idea who it is. It's the guy you took under your wing! It's going to be Kazuma Asogi. I was shocked! Asogi! That made the color drain from his face. Well then. It seems I'm going to have to engage in conversation with you again after all. You gonna ask me, buddy? Converse. Asogi, Inspector Gregson, your gun. 10 years ago, my older brother, who was the director of prosecutions at the time, was murdered. And the killer, as you know, was a visiting student from the Far East. Not a single day goes by when I don't curse the name Asogi. Genshin Asogi was Kazuma-sama's father. Sure was. So what cruel twist of fate is this now, 10 years later? The man's son is to crucify me in some kangaroo court. I still don't understand why Lord Strongheart apprenticed Kazuma to you. Yeah, it's an odd choice. It's what he does. No doubt he knew of the young man's true identity from the outset. Well, what could he have been hoping to achieve? Let's not forget that it was only 8 days ago that Kazuma recovered from his amnesia. Why would Lord Strongheart assign this trial to somebody like that? Asogi. That name is the very epitome of my bane. The bane that is you Nipponese. Well, yeah, you do have a deep-seated grudge, huh? Right. Your hatred of all is Japanese. Okay. Oh. The Nipponese bane! Okay, buddy. I'd only just been appointed as a prosecutor when it happened 10 years ago. My brother Clint, the director of prosecutions, was hunting down a mass murderer. The so-called professor. Assigned to the investigation as his partner was a certain visiting student dispatched from Scotland Yard. And that was Genshin Asogi? Oh, one and the same! Exactly. I developed a deep respect for the man. He seemed noble-minded and chivalrous in the extreme to me. But none of us saw the true nature of the man. So I lost everything when it happened. My esteemed brother, the people I believed in, and any resemblance of right prevailing over wrong. Oh, how awful! To avenge my brother, I prosecuted in Asogi's trial. It wouldn't ordinarily have been allowed, but I... Belugered? That is a word and a half! Beleaguered? The ascribed prosecutor until he consented. What do you mean by the ascribed prosecutor? The man in charge of the professor case inquiry, Lord Mael Strongheart. Oh, it's all connected! A little suspicious here, buddy! Wait, what? Lord Strongheart? He was a highly accomplished prosecutor, but he agreed to relinquish the trial to me and act as my advisor instead. Since that time, he's the one person whom I've felt indebted. I'm sure he must have seen your zeal for the case and recognized your potential as a prosecutor. Anyway, time passed. But then earlier this year, who should arrive in London but you? Yeah, but me! Ah! And of all things, as a lawyer. I felt your animosity the first time I ever faced you in the courtroom. Your obvious deep loathing of us Japanese. Yeah. I kept telling myself it was illogical. But for so many years, that hatred had festered inside me. I could no longer control it. And I can understand why, now that I know the history. And in the same way that I've long felt the Nipponese to be the bane of my life, to Kazuma Asogi, I am the bane of his. The Reaper who sent his father to the gallows. Oh, that's what he wanted to do, huh? He wanted to prosecute the dude that sentenced his father. He's looking for revenge, and he intends to take it in court tomorrow. Ah. Inspector Gregson. Gregson's transfer to the Paris police prefecture had been finally arranged for the coming month. But he'll never make it to France now. It's a tragedy. Oh yes, come to think of it, he did mention something about that, didn't he? I wonder, does it happen often? Being transferred internationally, I mean. It's the first time I've ever encountered it. Oh! The Paris police welcoming an English detective is almost inconceivable. I can't imagine what kind of magic Gregson must have worked to put that arrangement in place. Ooh, strings were being pulled behind the scenes. It sounds like that mystery has even the Reaper perplexed. Afraid to say that we were very ignorant about Inspector Gregson's standing. We hear that he was considered something of a legend at the Scotland Yard. Again, it was 10 years ago that he first made a name for himself, by uncovering a decisive piece of evidence that exposed the professor's identity. If it wasn't for Gregson's singular approach to the case, the discovery would have never been made. What sort of approach? After my brother's life was taken, the inspector pushed for a full autopsy. Oh my! 10 years ago! Why is that so surprising? Autopsy was considered desecration of the body at the time and rarely performed. Oh, okay. And my brother was of course a noble. That made the idea of it even more unthinkable. But something Gregson had dug up in investigations made him determined it was necessary. His powerful conviction somehow influenced the House of Lords, and as a result, I could avenge my brother's death. So, you must have had a great confidence in the inspector's abilities then. And it's even more inconceivable that you would have taken his life. Yeah. I don't have confidence in anyone. Oh. Oh. I'm sure Gregson felt the same way. I've no doubt he'd thought me only as the ominous Reaper, just like the rest of London. What really went on between Lord Van Zieks and Gregson, I wonder? Yeah, what happened between you two? What was the true nature of their relationship? Well, we should give him the photo, I think. I bet the gun used to shoot the inspector that was found at the scene. Ah, yes. That's not mine. It's not? Really? Because common opinion seems to be that it is. What do you expect me to say to that? What Strongheart informs us that you claim to have in place placed your firearm. As embarrassing as that is, I'm afraid it's true. You lost it! When did you lose it then? That... I don't know. It was stolen off of you? Oh. I was issued with a revolver when I first became a prosecutor 10 years ago. I must have stowed it somewhere, I suppose. Or left it somewhere, perhaps. Oh, so you just don't know where your gun is? You have something in common with Lord Van Zieks after all, Mr. Naruhodo. A talent for misplacing things. No, this has nothing to do with me. Don't drag me into it. Don't make the mistake of associating me with the Snippities. Oh dear. The rift is very wide, isn't it? It sure is! So it's not decisive evidence, clearly. But it doesn't look good, that it's for sure. Okay, I have to assume I present this to you, right? The photo? Lord Van Zieks, we came by this old photograph. Oh, where did you get that? It was taken when I became a qualified prosecutor. He's trying very hard to actually smile. It's almost unbelievable. I assumed it was long lost. Is the man on the left there? Yes, that's my brother, Clint. Oh, the details of Gregson's photograph have been updated in the court record. It had to be, really. Yeah. Apparently, this picture was prominently displayed in Gregson's office. He had a deep respect for you, you know. Were you aware of that? Respect? That's nonsense! No, we've heard someone attest to it very clearly. Inspector Lestrade, no less. Oh, the music cut out! This is good! Well, maybe once, yes. There was a time things were like that. We were brothers in arms, jovially discussing the future of justice and other such lofty subject matter. That was a nice glimpse of the past. I thank you. I feel as though I got a nice glimpse of the past then, too. Oh, of him. There was a glimmer of light in his eyes, a brief twinkle, an insight into the true nature of this man known to all as the stone-cold Reaper of the Bailey. Now we gotta slowly peel through his layers. Alright, what else do you got, Benzeeks? Mr. Naruhodo. Oh, you're addressing me! Oh, that's the first time he's ever used my actual name. It sure is! I've lost all confidence in my country's justice system. I don't trust the police, the judiciary, or lawyers. But there's still one thing I'm willing to believe in. What's that? That which you see in the eyes of another across the courtroom. A simple determination to know the truth. That's what you respect about us, isn't it? Lord Benzeeks. From the very first time we clashed in the Bailey almost a year ago now, I couldn't deny it, even though I dearly wished I could. Here's a loathsome Nipponese who has an absolute integrity as a lawyer. Absolute integrity! There are only two other men I've known with that same look in their eyes. My brother, Clint, and Genshin Asogi. Oh! The man he idolized and the man who betrayed his trust in the most hideous way. When you showed me that photograph just now, it reminded me. You mean this photograph? Yeah. Back then, I was able to laugh. I was free of the shackles of mistrust that plague me now. Well, yeah, you've had a lot happen to you. I look to the future with hope. Since then, I've protected myself against betrayal by refusing to trust anyone. But at times, the mire into which I've sunk makes it almost impossible to breathe. I'll bet. I'm so sorry. So, Mr. Naruhodo, I want to believe in that look in your eyes. I need to believe in it. In tomorrow's trial, will you advocate for me? Let's go! Thank you, buddy! Of course I will. It would be an honor. I'm so pleased, Mr. Naruhodo. Then my life is in your hands. It sure is! That's a whole lot of pressure! For Lord Benzeeks. It must have been an incredibly hard thing to ask. Which is why I simply cannot let the man down. Tomorrow, in the Old Bailey, against my old friend, Kazuma. This is somehow not the last trial of the game? Oh, to be continued! Ooh, excuse me. I would like to save. In actuality, I think we'll stop here for today, since this is probably the best place we could stop at. Right, of course, we'll be continuing, probably the week after my break, but this seems to be a good place to stop here. It's been an hour. I do feel my throat running dry, and I do have other things I have to do, which is why the stream is a little short. So, back to title. No, hang on. I want to go back to the title. Let's save. As we're ending off here, thank you guys for stopping by. As always, come join the Discord server. We have fun here, I swear. If you want to see my art or other people's art, come check out my Blue Sky or the Tumblr. Twitter's completely dead. It's been eaten by a rat. And if you want to watch past streams, come look at the YouTubes. As we said earlier in the stream, tomorrow, no stream. Friday, we've got Repo with the gang. And then Saturday will just be a chill art stream. I'll just be working on work in progress stuff. And chilling with you guys for a little bit. But that's all I've got for you guys tonight. We'll see you guys later. Bye bye! Have a good night!